than talking to you guys, but it is what it is. I got to make a living. Okay. So my name's Ken Finnan, and my job is to get you past all the exams. And the number one question I get before I do my live, so I'm hoping to save some time and make it less chaotic, is what do I do? I'm taking the test tomorrow or 2 weeks or whatever it is. So let's, first of all, if you're taking it tomorrow, too late, you're fucked. Okay? No, I'm kidding around. Get some sleep. If you're taking it tomorrow, you should not be on my live. You should be getting sleep, and you should be going over customer accounts. Literally any exam you take, literally any exam, you should probably read customer accounts. I have crash course videos you can watch, playlists you can watch. Go watch those and get some sleep. If you have a significant other, make sure they do the right thing, or ask them to do the right thing. And you don't want to make them do anything, but you ask them. Just massage. That's all I'm talking about. Just keep it relaxed. No fighting, stuff like that. Now, if you're taking it beyond tomorrow, so if you're taking it tomorrow, what are you doing out here? Get off here, click and get out of here. If you're taking it beyond tomorrow, so let's say you're taking it in 2 days. Tomorrow is no testing. It's adding knowledge, reading customer accounts, going over videos, hopefully my crash course videos or others. Bottom line is you don't want to stress yourself out. You don't want to take a test. I'm not a fan of testing. Some people like it. I disagree with it because if you go bad, there's no upside. If it goes bad for you, you're screwed. So I say, don't take a test tomorrow. Take it easy. Around dinner time, you're done. I don't care if you're taking the test at 5 o'clock at night. At dinner time, you're done. Okay? Don't do anything. Again, the night before is always kind of go out to dinner. Don't go, pounding, going fireballs, but just literally go out to dinner, maybe talk to people who aren't involved in it, who don't care about the test, don't want to hear it. You want to do stuff that just relax you. If you have SDC or Notman, they have these little sheets that you can go through. Maybe the day before, make sure you go over it, like hot sheets or key topic stuff or crunch time facts. Again, I have crash course playlists, a whole playlist on almost every test you can take. Now, let's say you're taking it more than 2 days out. So what you want to do is within the up to, but not including the last, I don't even know if that's right. The last 8 to 10 days is testing, okay? Before that, you're reading and quizzing and testing, all that. A lot of focus on reading, mostly focus on reading, watching videos, adding knowledge. But in the last 8 days, not including the day before, so whatever that is, so 10 days before, you're going to take tests every day. One test, not two. If it's a 63 of the SIE, maybe you can take two. But again, I don't think it works so well. Oh, I feel the heat on my back. I really just want to turn around and take a dive. The problem is when I go in there, there's a manatee warning. The boats have to go around me. I have to wear a flag saying manatee, don't hit me, stuff like that. Now, up to but not including the day before the test, you are to take one final a day. Now, remember something. When you do a final, review the whole thing, not just the wrong answers. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of do a triage. There's really 3 or 4 choices. You look them over. If you got it right for the right reason, you're good. Move on. Make sure you read the answer why, okay? 2, if you got it right for the wrong reason, mark that down. You have to review it because if you got it right because you guessed, that's just as bad as a wrong. Almost more dangerous, right? Because you think you got it. 2, if you got it wrong because you misread it, which happens with the Kaplan, Past Perfect, STC, even Achievable, all of them, you can misread it. If you get it wrong because you misread it, but you knew the concept, don't worry about it. The last one is you got it wrong because you didn't know your shit. That you have to review. So really, you're going to have 4 choices, mark them all, and then if you got it right for the right reason or wrong because you misread it, but you understand the concept, don't worry about it. The ones you have to review are the ones you got right for the right reason, and then the ones you got for the wrong reason. The ones you got for the wrong reason. See, when I talk too fast, my brain is here, my mouth is here, and they're not in conjunction. And then ones you got right for the wrong reason, like guessing, and then you got to be honest with yourself. Somebody go, I think I know it, or the ones you got wrong for the right reason. I guess the right reason to be wrong, you don't know it. If you're starting to memorize questions, buy another QBank. STCS 4 supplemental exams. If you want, buy Kaplan. But again, you don't want to add a new QBank in the last few days. You want to do it out so you can literally get used to the question because you don't want to switch it up the day before. Again, you need to go in there like a badass. You need to go into the test like I'm going to fucking own this shit and you're going to run it, okay? You got to go in there confident. You got to understand that if you go in there confident, if you go into this test as a confident badass, not cocky, confident, I know my shit, then when you see a hard question, you're going to go, oh, I can do this, okay? And you can work through it or even mark for review, shit like that. If you go in there where you're not sure and you're like, oh, I'm afraid, then every hard question is going to look to you like, see, I knew I should have waited. And that's a bad thing because you won't try it. I've seen that so many times where if you give someone positive confirmation of good work, they're willing to work a little bit harder on the question. if you're like, oh, I'm not ready, they go, oh, I knew I wasn't ready. They give up. We don't want give up. We want you to attack it like you know your shit. Okay. And that's literally it. You maybe want to watch some of my exam walkthrough videos during my live, but not the night before. I don't want to see you the night before. I want to see you after you pass so we can play a song for you and blow it out your ass. Okay. Good. Okay. Everyone, go beat this thing. You got this. I believe in you. I 100% believe in you. And you need to say every morning, get up in the morning, brush your teeth with your offhand, even if you want to brush your teeth with your foot, and keep saying, I'm going to pass this. I'm going to pass it. Say it like 10 times with confidence. Not I need to pass it. Not I gotta pass it. I'm going to pass it. That's your goal. Go beat this thing. We got it, baby.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
In this country, you gotta make the money first. Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the war.
I am a millionaire. It's a weird thing to hear, right? I'll tell you, it's a weird thing to say. I am a fucking millionaire. Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't fucking have it. They say money can't buy happiness. Look at the fucking smile on my face. Ear to ear, baby.
There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time. So you listen to me and you listen well. Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Just pick up that phone and speak the words that I have taught you, and I will make you richer than the most powerful CEO in the United States of fucking America.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works. Greed clarifies, cuts through, and captures the essence of the evolutionary spirit.
But then again, what's the point of having fuck you money if you never say fuck you?
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only. You think I'm with you? I am not with you. A, B, C. A, always, B, B, C, closing. Always be closing. Always be closing. AIDA. Attention, interest, decision, action. Attention. Do I have your attention? Interest. Are you interested? I know you are, because it's fuck or walk. You close or you hit the bricks. Decision. Have you made your decision for Christ? An action.
It's because the code is wrong. Ask him to go against the DNA, which is telling each of you to be greedy. Yes, be hungry, subjugate and conquer. That's what we are. Capitalism harnesses that better than any other economic model on earth. Everything we have is because of capitalism. Because someone had an incentive to get up off his ass, to out-invent, to out-earn, yes, and to subjugate others. Less capable, less intelligent, less ambitious, less lucky to make those capitalistic dreams come true. As will you, soon enough.
With all due respect, nobody has ever been richer than you are at this moment.
I have no money to spare.
What would it take? I mean, what would it take for you to feel secure?
More.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving! The show goes on!
And welcome on to, I don't have a good mic today, you see. I have a new background. I'm in a different spot.
Wow.
I'm at my daughter's house. I've been babysitting, helping. My wife's doing all the work, but I'm going to pretend to take credit for it all. My kids are down in Disney for a week. So we're watching the 1-year-old.
Who's sleeping, right?
So it is what it is.
The 1-year-old
What?
sleeping?
He's not asleep yet.
Your
Soon.
tone is so different. Your tone is
We
so
took him
different.
into the city yesterday. We took him to the zoo today. We might take him to Newport tomorrow. It's a 4-hour drive, but we'll see. Okay. Anyway, okay. So welcome on. Happy Tuesday. I saw some good I saw some good stuff in here. I saw some bad in the chat. But let me get some shit out of the way first. First of all, welcome on. Happy to see you guys. I'm so happy to be here. I'm talking lower too because I don't want to wake anyone up, and the microphone's not as good. I was going to try these to see if they work better, but I don't know. Okay. Now, maybe halfway through, I'll just throw a Hail Mary. Now, first of all, go check out, there's a bunch of free resources. Go check out our Facebook group. It should be go across the bottom in a second. This is the Facebook group, FINRA and NASA Exam Test Prep Network. I think we're about to hit 8,000. I don't know if we're there yet. We should be close, if not over it. 8,000 people in there, all helping each other out. Like 4 or 5 tutors in there, just helping out, not even looking for tutoring, any of that shit. It's literally just helping each other out. Other free resources, we got me, obviously my channel, which is the Chef's Kiss, right? We have Brandon Rith over Basic Wisdom has some great stuff. And Susie Rhodes at Passmaster does stuff. Now, Notman and Estes, Notman's trying to put a little more videos out. If you check me out on TikTok, I'm under Series 7 Whisper on TikTok and the Gram of Insta. I'm over there. I have a couple of things on. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Now, what was the other thing I want to say? Oh, guys, this is the night. So listen, this is the night that you guys pick it up. We have a membership. Now, normally we meet on Friday nights, but because I'm picking my daughter up from the airport, I think we're going to do Sunday night. I'll send out the thing today. Anyone doing the membership, it's going to be Sunday at 5. Actually, probably Sunday at 6 and 7. Okay? Eastern. So it's going to be this Sunday. And if it does well, maybe I'll move it there permanently. I don't know. Maybe I want my Friday nights back. I'm going to figure that out. Because I'm moving the principal thing. I just did the principal on Tuesday right before this. So we have a membership. And we have an SIE membership. $15 a month. They're fucking cheap. We meet once a week. It's either me or another tutor on there. We answer all your questions. The Friday night one, normally Friday night, it's $25 a month for me. You get a class plus the option videos. If you're doing the 65, 66, which is not tonight, it's the same $25, same membership level, $25. If you want the higher one, $50 a month, you get the options class at 8 p.m. normally. We get the FINRA class plus the options videos, and we're trying to add in. We're going to add another tier. I haven't picked Billy. I haven't picked the number yet. I think it's going to be $100 a month, and we're also going to throw another option class or combo 7 option class in the middle of the week, like maybe Wednesday or something. We'll figure that out. Well, that'll probably be September 1st. So as I tell everyone, you all should be done by that. It won't matter. Okay. Now we also do other stuff like. I do tutoring all day long. Literally, tomorrow I'm not tutoring, but I'm literally tutoring from 8 a.m. in the morning till almost midnight. I have 2 students, so we are having a hard kill. That's why I started the thing earlier at like 7:52, because I have to leave at 9. So anyone's going to go, I'm taking the test in 2 weeks. What do? Watch the beginning of the video. I'm going to ignore you unless you're panicking. Because I do handle what you're supposed to do in the last 1 day, 2 day, 5 day, 10 day in the beginning of the video. Before the greed is good montage. But I have 2 students at 9 to 10 and then 10 to 11. So I got to make sure I'm there for that. Why tutor? I don't have openings, which seems like I don't have a lot of openings now. I have 4 other tutors. Mason for the 79 and the 86. I have Mike LaRosa does the SIE and the 6. I have Arseny and Mike who can do everything. They even do the 24. They had a 24 student today. Good stuff. If you want, if my shit's, if you don't like my style, you don't like their style, we have another guy. No, he doesn't work for us. Michael Weiss over at Series 7 Exam Tutor. Series7examtutor.com. That's what he is. He's over there now. Also, a lot of people I found out, this is cool. A lot of people have run into trouble where they go, I just want to look, I want to plan. I sound like a salesperson, but I just want to plan. Am I delayed, Jeff?
I don't know what they mean by delayed. No, not at all.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, so the point is, what's really cool is that a lot of people don't need the full study thing where we teach them shove shit down their throat. So a lot of times Jeff will meet with them, and it happens all the time. I mean, did you have 3 people today or yesterday? Right?
On Saturday, and yeah.
Right. Okay. So, and I get such great reviews. It's cheap. You get on the phone with them for like 30, 40 minutes. I think if you could probably make it to 50. I don't know. He's a nice guy. Let's not tell him we're doing that. But you could probably get him on the phone for an extra 10, 15 minutes. And he just walks you through a plan that works with your study. Like you say, I can only study between 12 and 2 every day. He'll tell you what to do. He'll show you to go. And he does get all that shit. He works into it. He keeps track of it. So then he knows if you have to call back or text him, he knows what's going on. And it's like $50. Is it 50 now?
Yeah.
I think it is. Okay. Okay. Good stuff. Okay. Yes, Alexis, my voice is a little off because I'm in a new location. Okay. Let's get to the question. Now, remember, if you're going to ask me, how do I study for the next 10 days? Unless it's panic mode, I'm probably going to ignore you because I did the video and I got to leave it. I mean, 9 o'clock when I go, hey, and it's just going to shut off. I might leave Jeff in here. Okay. Now, okay. Oxytocin, maybe. Okay. You missed it by 1. Okay. So if it's the option stuff, fine. Look, you don't even need to come to the class unless you did it already. Do the options. Just do the option stuff. They'll help you. Again, what happens is the advanced option strategies, if you use my method here's where some people screw up. Even if you're using my method, a lot of people, they kind of do theirs and they do mine, and then they still try to do the T-charts. I don't give a shit which one you do, but I don't like T-charts. I think they're old. I think they're too hard to figure out, and it takes too long to learn. My way, my options videos will change your fucking life. So if you've done them already, a lot of people don't buy into it. Like they go, oh, I have 1 foot in the T-charts and 1 in mine. And that's what Mike LaRosa had. He failed the test because he was doing mine and theirs. And once he switched it over to just buying into one, and I told him, do T-charts or mine. I don't really care as long as you do mine. And he did it and he nailed it. He nailed the test that time. He nailed the 66 in the first shot and then nailed the 24 in the second shot. 24 is a hard test. There's no options. But I'm saying oxytocin. But here's the biggest problem. People who fail by 1. The biggest problem with people who fail by 1 is that they think they just need to make a couple points. You need to focus on the whole test. You need to focus on the whole thing. You need to hammer. Like basically, if you miss by 1, act like you missed by 50. And just reread the whole book. Go in there without an ego. That's the thing I forgot what I called it. It's a gunshotman or something like that. Go in without an ego. Don't think I know anything. Act like you don't know anything. That's your best bet. Okay. Okay. Flex. Okay. So here's what you have to do. But yeah, you could start applying to like Chase, Bank of America, all those places, Merrill Lynch, Schwab, Fidelity. Here's the thing, as I tell everyone, Fidelity doesn't pay a ton, but nobody leaves and they promote from within. So you start making money quickly. I mean, I got a Caleb. He started in May. He was a superstar. He started in May. He got his first promotion in August. He got a second one in January. He got a third one like 6 months later. So he went from like analyst to like whatever you call the bottom feeder all the way up. He kept getting promotions. So it's good. People don't leave. Schwab, Morgan Stanley, Goldman, UBS, apply to all these jobs. I think, what is that called? UBS, the guy Justin, he runs it. Josh. It's the UBS like Wealth Advisor Center. They're always hiring people. And you just got to make sure they'll sponsor you for the 7 and 66. I think they have some remote stuff. Fidelity has remote stuff. And that's the other thing Jeff is thinking about doing. I think he wants to go into that whole helping people find jobs, not recruiter stuff, but give people advice. Also, go into the fund. Make sure you flex. If you're not sponsored by anyone, when you pass the SIE, there's a thing called FIND. I think that spells find. Okay, so it's a find program which helps match people up with, like, people put your name in there, and then firms are always looking for people in there. I think there's like 100 firms that are participating. But if you're a young person, I would always try to get a job with Kaylee. We'll get to you. I would always try to find a job that has a salary versus a not salary. They'll pay. New York Life is good. They give you good support. Northwestern is there. Like the problem with these is those firms like New York Life and they don't like to be put together, but New York Life has a good support system. Like one of my buddies just got a new, he just got promoted. We got him past the 24 and he just got promoted. He's running the office in Vegas. It's fantastic. Okay. Now, let's keep moving on that. So New York Life is good. The problem with Northwestern is you can make a lot of money doing it, but it's all eat what you kill. New York Life and Primerica, whatever, in Northwestern, it's all eat what you kill. So maybe you don't want to go there if you're young because it's hard to bring up the money. They may say it's easy. It's not fucking easy. But all these jobs, once you go to the job where they have to bring in business, the first 5 to 6 years is hard. It has a very high fail rate. But once you make it past that, you're probably okay. Okay, my 9 o'clock just wants to move to 9:15. I love it. But you didn't hear that. Okay. Kayla, hold on. Alexis, welcome on. You're going to love the videos. Just make sure you go to the Option Math playlist. Okay. Everything. I love that. I'm telling you right now, that challenging question playlist is under fucking rated. Don't sleep on that. Anyone taking the 7, find my playlist called Challenging Questions. I promise you it'll pay off. I promise you. Okay. Don't worry about this. It's good. See, the good thing is it's your last test, right? So it's funny how that happened. Some people love the 66. Some people love the 7. Some people are okay with both, but some people kill the 7 and struggle with the 66, or some people struggle with the 7 and kill the 66. I think because it looks at it from a different angle, and I always keep saying that, and that's where it is. Okay, here we go. That's awesome. Holy crap, that's awesome. Congrats, baby. Oh, wait, Kaylee, hold on. I got to go back to Kaylee. I apologize. I'm off my game today because I'm in a new location. I got to be annoying for a second. By the way, it's going to be all lower. So, Jeff, I may not always hear you. If I don't hear you talk, you have to text me because I don't need. Although he sounds like he's still awake. He's playing the piano right now. Okay. And look at this. I could be spending time with a grandkid, and what am I doing? I'm talking to you people. Okay. Patrick Hayden. That is outstanding. Look at that. Do you know what's funny? I think I get spoiled because I have really good internet, I think, because I'm right near the server, the router. I feel the glitches a little bit. Okay. So Flex has said the same thing 3 times. Is it 3 different flexes or are you just flexing? By the way, oh, you know what? By the way, congrats, baby. Okay. I do get to give you a little bit, even though I blew you off.
We started dancing and love put us into a groove.
Love it, Flex. Now you don't have to say it again. TM. Hey, Jeff, do you know who Doug Cass is?
Who?
You ever hear of him?
What was it?
TM, we did it. We fucking nailed it. That's the big one, baby. We got the big one done.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Boom, baby. TM, that is outstanding getting through that thing. I've never heard of Doug Cass before. I'll have to look him up. If I ever got back to reading, I would do it. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Kramer wasn't on Squawk Box this morning. I haven't seen it. He must have done a show tonight, but I haven't seen him on Squawk Box today. Tina Louise. A 3-hour tour. That is awesome. You went in like nervous bitch, but you came out like a bad bitch, right? That's the big thing. You went in like a nervous bitch, but you came out like a bad bitch.
Put your back in it, just a little more. Throw your waist in it now. Tell your body you take. Walk it hard and long. When you finish that,
Tina, baby. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Vendor website tagged in the front. Oh, right. So you go right to it. That's interesting. That's a good idea. Chad Pennington. That's great. I like that. Not many people would get that reference, but there's no way a kid named Chad Pennick wouldn't get Chad Pennington reference. Okay. The guy had a great arm until he blew it out. Okay. That's a good idea. There's somebody on Reddit was just talking about that that he had a tough time studying. So I said, why don't you just do 15 minutes a time? Like he said, I have a study space. It's quiet. I think sometimes setting up makes it too hard, right? Like I think sometimes if you set it up as if you it's kind of like taking a bath with candles around, just fucking get in the water, right? So it's like he's like, well, I have a table, I have the lighting. No, just get in your bed and put on your phone and fucking read, right? Turn off the goddamn fucking TV, put on your phone, and just read on your phone. And that's why I love Achievable. Oh, look at that! What a fucking segue. So you use Achievable, and I have links on most of my shit. They are fantastic because they don't use an app, but it's optimized for your mobile. So basically, I think I have it. I don't know if I have it on here. It's literally made. They're not an app, but it's literally made to be on your phone. I think it's on here, so I don't know where it is. That's how good I don't use it because I pass. I'm made to do it. But the point is, it sits as as the icon. Just tap it, and it's so perfect for your phone. It's awesome. Where the hell I put it? I look like an idiot. I'll have to fix that. Okay, so now, but yeah, I agree. Put the shit on your phone. Shocking Reddit. Well, either spam or I don't know how I saved your life, but I'm glad I did. Just feel free to send money. Okay. What? Cameron's copying you. He now has someone copying me on his show. Oh, there's a girl. On TikTok, there's a girl that I'm connected with. I'm friends with her on there called Jess, the finance girl. She comes on all the time. She does some, is that who you're talking about? I love her. She's great. For Sean, how do you submit a question? Type it into the chat. Billy, you can do some stuff. Okay. No, I think somebody. Okay. Okay. Where the hell is my thing? So somebody, I think, put some questions into the Facebook one part of this, and it's not going to be tough. Okay. Those are some serious questions. Oh. Is this for tonight? So Jessica, or if you're on here, is this for tonight? Let me know. Okay. Okay. I'm taking my serious day after Labor Day. Don't worry. You know what, Alexis? You have 20. You have basically 10 days. You can switch to Kaplan. I think it's a now I get the Billy thing. Yes, it's I think that's fair. I think if you switch to Kaplan now, it'll work. Okay. Okay. Where's the rest of the question? Is this a real question? Invest in very mutual fund. Keep doing it in mutual funds. I mean, maybe money markets, which is not more exciting. So maybe let's say he does this. He's young. He doesn't have a lot of information, right? So he should be picking stocks. So maybe it's a tough question because open-ended. Maybe some narrow-based ETFs. Maybe some narrow-based ETFs. Maybe some. Common stock, yes, but I think he's young. That's probably not a good idea. I don't know what the choices were. Did they give you, if this is for the test, but 10 grand into maybe options, maybe futures, maybe ETFs, because he has a lot of money sitting there and it's fine, okay? But here's a problem. He only makes 50 grand, okay? So he's not making a lot of money. He can't take a lot of risk, but 10 grand's not a lot. Maybe, again, more like specific ETFs, maybe leverage ETFs, maybe options. But you don't want to go crazy. Maybe emerging. Those are all more exciting. This need more information. Again, by the way, I get the Billy thing now because he's a big fan of Tina Louise. Okay. So Billy, I know this is NASA, but it's fine. So an associated person is just someone who works for an IAR. An access person is someone, associated person is someone like an IAR. But most associated people will be access people. But access people, any partner, officer, director, or like IT, anyone who has access to client information, okay? Anyone who has access to client information. By the way, if you see someone named Jessica, answer about she's on here, let me know, Jeff. So an access person is someone who has access to client information, and what they have to do is they have to do an annual securities holdings report of all the securities they own, other than treasuries and mutual funds, and a quarterly transaction report. So because even though they're not an associated person, they might have access to client info, so they got to disclose what kind of trades they do. Okay. Noah, hold on. Yeah. Oh, I know she's kidding. I think I saw the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. I see her answer. Hold on. Okay, Noah, I'll get to you in a second. She had that delayed thing. Okay. Kobe, I am always a fan of supplement. Yeah, their paid stuff is good, but I'm always a fan of supplementing, whether it's my channel or Brandon Riffs or getting Achievable or getting the Kaplan. I don't remember who Schwab is using. Kobe, if Schwab is using STC or Kaplan, you're fine. If they're using ExamFX or Training Consultants or Past Perfect, get a supplement. Put it that way. If you use Achievable for the SIE, definitely for sure. For the 7, they're awesome. You can do standalone. But usually if you have STC or Achievable or Past Perfect, I always say buy the Kaplan Q Bank. Okay. 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 Marcy, I'm delayed because I'm dumb. Okay. Haiti. So, but you did pass, but because you're prepared. Yes, read the book. Don't get cocky. I agree, but you passed it, which is a good one. And since you're giving me props for giving you good advice, I'll give you my favorite video. Okay. Oh, Juliana. Yes, everyone's nervous. Do tomorrow? Okay, so you're taking a Thursday, so tomorrow's the day before. No testing. You're done with tests because you have enough. That's what you got to do. First of all, you're done with that. Second, go through my crash course. Maybe do a couple option quizzes, like just to make sure you're strong. Make sure you stop around dinner time, no matter when you're taking on Thursday. If you're taking this test morning on Thursday, read customer accounts, done. If you're taking the test in the afternoon, read customer accounts in the morning. It's like if you use STC, I think it's chapter 2 and 14. I think Kaplan it's 13 or 14, one of them, because that's low hanging fruit. You want to make sure that it's not screwed up. Okay, you want to make sure that it's not. What's the best way to do it? You want to make sure that it's low hanging fruit, that it's fresh in your mind, because a lot of people read the customer account stuff so early, and then they get and then they forget it. So you'll be so annoyed that if you see a question, it says, "Oh, what is this?" And you go, "Oh my God, I used to know that." You can't remember anymore. That would piss me off. Okay. So you got this, kid. Juliana, tell me, everyone taking the test. Noah passed. Everyone taking the test. I want you to type in here, I'm going to pass. Because understand, I just did a video on it. Nobody's really watching it because it doesn't look exciting. Okay. Now, here's the thing I'm saying. If you have more than a week or two, start rewiring your brain. No matter how old you are, your brain is still rewiring. So as my students call me frustratingly optimistic, which is a thing, but I think it's contagious. So if you keep thinking you're smart enough to pass, look, it goes both ways. If you think you're too dumb to pass, you're not going to pass. If you think you're smart enough to pass, you're going to do much better. Like I got a girl, Anna. She just took it Monday, and her sister told me, she texted me after I taught her years ago. She was getting 50s, 60s, or whatever. She passed on Monday. Okay. But she said it's amazing that I kept saying she's going to pass, she's going to pass, she's going to pass. And she started believing it. I was blowing smoke for us. No, I'm kidding. It was literally, she was awesome. She was ready. She passed it. Her sister told me she threw up right before the test. Like before leaving for the test, she was throwing up because she was so nervous. But remember, guys, and the one guy on Reddit said it. He said, I changed his mindset. I'm telling you how much of it makes. I can't stress how much mindset changes everything. You got to think of the lucky girl syndrome. It's all going to work out. Think it's going to work out. Be positive. Go in there thinking you're going to kick the shit out of this, not that you're worried you're going to fail. If you say if you go, I hope I pass, or I hope I get an easy draw, or I hope I don't fail, that's loser fucking talk. If you're going in like that, you're going to fail. You are going to fail. Okay. Oh, Jeff, did you want to say something today? I'm letting you talk.
You're good.
Okay. Okay. You really got to shut down. This is my show. I don't know what you're doing, Jeff. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Okay. Soon. He'll be get there soon. I like having an SIE only guy. I do. I like having a guy that's just going to be really good at the SIE. My original goal, remember we talked about this, I wanted to have like SIE people, and then you graduate to the next person, the next person. But I think, I even found out, like, if somebody, that doesn't happen to me, but usually if you go to one tutor and then switch, or a teacher, like if you do a class, if you switch in the middle, everyone likes the first teacher better, no matter what. Even happened to me one time. When I was teaching at Greco, the first teacher came in for the first day, I picked up, and they weren't getting my jokes. It wasn't my thing. But then the next week, I had a different group. They liked me, and they didn't like the other teacher. It's all about who comes in first and hooks them. Okay. Boom. Okay. We'll see when Michael's ready. Okay. Okay. I'm telling you, Michael Jones, baby, MJ, you're the greatest, right? I'm telling you, having a confident attitude. Look, and I know, if somebody said to me, just be confident, I'd be like, you're a fucking asshole, shut the fuck up. I literally would. Like, what's the name of that guy? Tony Robbins? Yeah. Like, he's like, oh, big, he's 7'5", and he's like, yeah, be confident. Yeah, you're 7'5" and somewhat good looking. Of course you do. Right? I mean, it's like, if you're like 6'5", your confidence level is here because you're looking down on everyone anyway. You don't even have to be good looking. Okay.
Did you watch I'm Not Your Guru?
I mean, literally.
Did you watch the Netflix special on him? I'm Not Your Guru? Oh,
no.
Okay.
I'll have to watch it. Okay. But like the Tinder literally has a filter 6 foot or higher. Short King's rule. I'm not a short guy, but it's Short King's rule, maybe. Well, in about 5 years, I'll be short because I'm like, I can say I'm 6 foot. I say I'm 5'11". I am like a good haircut away from being 6 foot. Okay. Michael Jones. What I'm saying is, back on this, I know that I say, "Oh, be confident all the time," but it fucking works. It's like there was a movie called The Yes Guy. Just say yes to everything. It was like, I think it wasn't Adam Sandler. Maybe it was. Maybe Jim Carrey. Just say yes to everything, and life works out. I'm not saying to do that, but just be confident. Your brain will rewire. I promise you. If you spend 2 weeks, 3 weeks saying to yourself and convincing yourself that you can pass this, you'll start believing it, even if it's full of shit, and that'll add 10 points to your score. Okay. Yeah, a lot of that. He's still awake. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's a lot of the spreads are pretty straightforward. They're not that hard. Okay. Yeah, Oliver. Oxytocin, baby. Get on it. Don't fall asleep. Just get this done, baby. Okay. Okay. Marcy. I thought you were done. Oh, yeah. With Kaplan? Oh, yeah. That's a Kool-Aid guy. Yes, absolutely. You're in good shape. Marcy, you're in great shape. Okay. Yes, I'm telling you. I had a guy crying in my office because he spent 2 months doing the T-charts and the Kaplan and all that shit. He couldn't figure it out. He walked into my office when I was doing it in person, and he goes, in 45 minutes, he started bawling because he said he spent so much time trying to figure this shit out. Okay. Erica, that's great. If you're doing... If you, what was I going to say? If you feel good about my brutal exam, do you notice, Erica, that there's not a lot of option on that brutal exam? Why? Because one, because I don't want to give my shit away, but two, I wanted to make it harder. Because when you see the options on, like I have the option Armageddon, which is great on my playlist. You get to see what it looks like. But the point is that option questions are so much more straightforward on the real test than the vendors do. So that's why I took it off. But if you're feeling good and you're scoring in the mid-70s at Kaplan, you're going to rock this thing. Erica, do not worry about that. If you're passing everything, you'll be fine. Carbartha. What's Car? Is that a firm? Yeah. I don't know how. Look, I can't. Look, you guys can do this. If you guys trust yourself and you guys think that, if you guys think that you guys are good salespeople, that's great. Go for the commission-only job. But you're not. Nobody's giving a fucking 22-year-old money. It's not fucking happening. I mean, unless you're fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in 1998, you're not getting people to give you money. Find the fucking salary job. Do you really? I mean, nothing wrong with the insurance job, but you want to be the one that nobody answers the phone to. Like, if you can do everything, if you can do insurance and investing, they'll pick up the phone. But if all you're doing is, I have friends that are insurance people. When they call, I screen them first. I want to see what they're going to say, and then I pick it up. Okay. Yes, I'm telling you right now. Boom, there we go. Okay. Brian. Yep, exactly. This is Brian. He's from the Mass Mutual guys. Okay. We're gonna get this. Boom. Okay, here we go. Chris. Look at that. Way to go. Way to cheap it out, baby. Way to be super cheap. You'll call it frugal, but it's fucking cheap, baby. Although I'm on my shit's free, so I'm happy with you. I have to give you something good, but you're getting the white trash.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Boom, baby. He deserves that one. Congrats. It's very good that you passed with the free shit. I'm happy for you. Do not do it for the 7. I promise you. I don't think there's enough information out there. I mean, my shit's good. Okay. Oh my God. Go take the fucking thing. Take the fucking test, Mike. Mike, I can't even say that name. Rozek. Take the fucking thing. You're ready. Go. What the fuck are you on here? Go. I want you before the end. You have 24 minutes. I want to see that you booked the test for next week. I want you to post on here that you booked it. Chris, thank you for watching. Look, I like doing them. They're fun. I do the lives. I do this because it's fun. At some point, I'm going to go, fuck it, I'm out. Okay. Okay. So, Luke, if you want to challenge yourself, I don't like switching vendors, but maybe go to STC and buy their stuff. I have a link where you get a discount, but go to STC and buy their supplemental exams. It's the same sort of stuff. Do those. They're brand new questions. And then see where you are. I mean, if you're anywhere close to 70 with the supplementals, you're fine. If you bang out a 60, then you can panic and cry and then maybe move it. Okay. Well, I'm only 15 minutes behind today. Okay. What was it? Hello from Puerto Rico. Okay. Aaron's missing you, right? Aaron's going north. I think Aaron goes north to you. Okay. Already failed one time. Okay. You should know the most important times, Diego. Okay. So here we go. So obviously suitability is everything. The end all be all to that's a suitability. Second, you got to know the options. You got to know debt. Now, when I say debt, everyone says munis, and I agree. But it's much more about suitability. It's all about debt. Some people say you can call this the bond exam. Lots and lots of debt on this thing. But okay, since I'm rambling. Options, obviously suitability. Customer accounts, you want to make sure you have it, just a lesson you read, but not more about it now. Mutual funds and annuities are a killer. You may not get a lot of them, but you might, okay? Mutual funds and annuities like class A, B, C, the different types. So you put somebody in different funds, don't do it. Remember, you always stay in the fund family, all that stuff. Just stick with that. So again, options, munis and debt, suitability, mutual funds and annuities, customer accounts. That's the biggest stuff. And taxes are there, but everyone freaks about the taxes. Like if I go, what's your taxable gain? You know what that means? What did I make? What did I make? It's not like, it's not anything crazy. If I bought a 50 colored Ford and the stock went to 60 and I exercised it, I don't have a gain until I sell it. But if I sell it at 60, what's your taxable gain? $600. There's not anything crazy. It's just, so again, I'll say this again. You buy a 50 colored Ford, stock rises to 60. You exercise and sell the stock. You have to see the sell part, okay? That means your break even's 54, you sell it at 60, you make $6. They might go, what's your taxable gain? Boom, $600. Not a big deal. Now, let's say they do this. Buy a 50 colored Ford. Stock rises to 60 and you exercise. What's my taxable gain? Zippo. Why? You never fucking sold the stock. All you did was establish a cost basis of 54. That's all you did. Okay. Oh, Kramer is some helping him on the show. Maybe he's getting ready to go. No one knows what I must have taken so long that they're rewriting everything. Okay. Or it's my computer. Okay. Noah, hold on. Before I get to you, Noah, you're just so excited from passing that you keep writing it a bunch of times. Boom. But you must be done by now. Oh, okay. So can you do regular straddles, Amy? Right? So regular straddles is like buy a call, buy a 50 call, buy a 50 put, right? Whatever. A combo is literally the same thing, but it's like buy a 50 call, buy a 40 put. It's the same shit. You just remember. So how do you do the break even time? Let's say I bought a 50 call. Write this down, people, if you want to follow it. I bought a 50 call at 6. I bought a 40 put at 4. Bought a 50 call at 6. Bought a 40 put at 4. That's a combo straddle. So it's almost like a straddle, except for the strikes are different. So then you add up the two premiums, 6 and 4. That's a grand total of 10, right? Okay. Now, if it's you add to the call, you add 10 to the call, boom, that's 60, and you subtract 10 from the put. That's 40 down to 30. So your now break evens are 60 and 30. If it's a long straddle, anything upward is a gain. Anything above that, anything below the 30 is a gain. Inside, you lose money. So if it went to 62, you make $2. If it went to 58, you lose $2. So break even is your end all be all. Break even is your ground zero. Always, and that's what a lot of my videos are based on. That find the break even, and then do your gain or loss based on the break even. That's your ground zero. Okay. But again, combos are literally straddles with different strikes. Okay. Here we go. Is this okay? So I have to watch the show. I mean, it's funny. I was friends with him for like 10 years, and we still can text each other, but we have no time to meet. But he always said he only interviewed CEOs, and he always did it by himself. I wonder if he's getting old enough where he wants to have somebody else take over. Do you know that when he told me this show is only supposed to last 2 years? And it's been over 20 years now. That's so funny. My grandson's still awake because we took him to the zoo and he took like a nap really late. Okay. Okay, we wrote a 60 straddle for 5 points. So we lost 5 points. How did I do that? Okay, so if you remember, sometimes they say the straddle. Okay, Jessica, I'll try to get to them if I have time. If not, we'll do them on the Zoom. Oh, by the way, again, remember, guys, anyone who's doing the Zoom, and I'll put it out there, we're doing the Zoom Sunday night. I may even move it to Sundays permanent. I don't know if I want to do that, but I might. Sunday night, I'm doing the Zoom. It's going to either be 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and then the options right after it's a little earlier. And then I think I'm going to move my 65 to Thursday night. I'll figure that out. But anyone on the Zoom, anyone doing the membership class, it's going to be this Sunday. Sunday. Okay, our Lord's Day. At probably 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock or 5 and 6, one of the two, depending how early I want to do. The alert will go out probably tomorrow when I figure it out. Because I have to pick up my daughter. She goes, "Can you pick me up at 6:45?" Right? And I go, "Sure." And then she goes out LaGuardia. I said, "You suck." Because I live like 15 minutes. I can get to Newark in 15 minutes. Like literally, I can drive it. I can do that
LaGuardia in 15 minutes.
I know that's the thing. I do pick them up, but like this, I had to take them to the airport. They had a 6 a.m. flight on Monday. So I get them there at like 4:15. If I could have got them at 2 a.m., I would have. Okay. Back to this. So understand first, if they say you did it at a 5-point premium, that's the total. It's not 5 and 5. It's a total of 5. Remember, straddles and spreaders are done as a package deal. So sometimes they can say, "Oh, you bought a straddle for 5." All that means is I did a long straddle for 5 points total. It could be 4 and 1, 3 and 2, 2 and 3, 2.5, 2.5, 1.5 and 3.5. It could be any of these numbers, but at a total of 5. And then what do? You add the total premiums to the higher one. So the upper break even is 65, the lower break even is 55, and then and it's short straddle. You want it in, right means short. So we're in and in, right? So we have 65 and 55, and the stock went to 50. So it's $5 away. You lose $5. So remember, if they tell you you bought a straddle or sold a straddle for a price, they're doing you a favor. They're doing the first step for you. Okay. Okay, let me finish this and go. Okay. I love that. I loved stick. I love that shit. Good stuff. Okay.
I didn't know that stick is on the island.
Margin.
I didn't know stick was.
That's
maybe I
interesting.
Passed it at $1.50.
Yeah, there you go. So, if you ever see, what color is your Tesla?
It's matte black.
Okay, so stick. If you ever see a matte black Tesla,
Yeah, there's about 3,000 of them out here.
Okay. Oh, hold on. You're gonna get this, baby. Okay, that's good. You don't have to go to Queens. That's good stuff. You get it out. Probably take that out at Westbury or something like that. Is it Westbury? Well, not old. It's Westbury, and then I think there's one in Garden City or farther out. I don't know.
I took mine in.
Okay.
I think I took mine in Westbury. My exam share.
Did you?
Oh,
most
you know
of
what?
mine.
I did one in Westbury and I did one in Garden City. Yeah.
Oh, did you? Okay. Did you when you worked for UBS? Were you in the Midtown or you were out there? Got it. Okay. Because since I worked on the I took them all. Everyone I took when I worked on the stock exchange, I took at Rector Street. Rector.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I took the 763 in New Jersey, and then the 24 and 66
Fairlawn.
in.
There's one in Fairlawn, there's one in Cranford, I think, and there's one in Hamilton.
Yeah, no, I guess I never thought of it that way. Huh. How
What?
many different places I've taken the exam. Yeah.
I know, it's funny. I try to stick to, I've never done the Fairlawn one. Like, basically all the ones I've ever taken it were downtown. Just my life. Okay. Okay. Do I do any prop trading? So do you think, no, it's fine. If you want to reach out to us and talk to us, we could probably have a conversation, but do you think First New York is a FINRA broker deal, or do you think they're Chicago?
They might be FINRA.
I know T3 is a FINRA broker deal, so I think you need the 7.
They might be FINRA because they do more than prop trading.
Yeah, true. And Hold Brothers.
Oh,
wow. I remember I interviewed with them, and they were going to offer me a big salary. But I met them. They had a kitchen, like they had a cafeteria table as their desk.
I was in that office.
You've seen that desk,
long time ago. Long time ago.
Yep. Yeah. I was trying to, when I was leaving the other place I interviewed there. And it was like, the salary was okay, but I was like, he said the problem was the issue was, and this was before they got in trouble, they had like 500 or 600 Chinese traders in China. So they're making $10 a day. That's, $10, $15 a day in US money. That's great for them. But they don't really care about rules because who's going to get them?
Yeah.
Good luck finding a guy in China. Okay, well, which one? Like, what's the name? They all have the names sound the same. It's like, and they're not. The SEC can't get them, so they would break rules and then just disappear. I was like, okay, maybe that's not a good idea for me. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if T3 is a prop trading firm. I think no, most of them need the SIE and the 57, but the only way they wouldn't is if they were more hedge fundy. Let me do a little thinking on that, Howard, and then come back on Thursday night and I'll try to come up with an answer. Maybe Jeff can look too. So the training class is 4 weeks for the SIE, 6 for the 7. Yeah, that's fine. It's just, I don't know what vendors. Okay. Oh, Billy, I'll answer that question. So it's,
if you have your own capital, you should really, it's 4 times leverage then, right? If you're doing your own capital.
Yeah, if you day trade on your own, right? Yeah.
Getting the hyper, and I don't know too many firms that are going to get that kind of leverage right away either,
Right. I think, maybe futures they do, but they get that anyway. I mean, our guys all needed the 7, right?
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I think they did. Right. Back then it was just the 7, not SIE, but they didn't need the 57. A lot of firms are requiring that now. So Colby, I meant what books you're using, but yeah, those are fine. I mean, I still think you use a supplement. I'm always a fan of supplements. Okay. So Billy, great question for ADRs. So you receive, okay. So you receive, okay, the dividends in US dollars. But so think about it. So if you buy a Nestle ADR, they're not paying in fucking dollars. They're paying in krona, whatever the fuck they have, right? And then the bank who owns the shares is converting it into dollars. That's the difference. And remember, they're going to the home country is going to tax that, because they know it's leaving. So they tax it, you get less, and then when you pay your taxes here, you get a credit or a deduction based, depending on what it is. You get a credit for whatever you paid to the foreign country. Now, capital gains won't be taxable on the foreign country, but their dividends absolutely have to go through their gauntlet. Okay. I'm telling you, Craig, I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. The 25 means you're probably, oh, by the way, I keep saying this. I'm sorry, I should have said it earlier. If you sign up for my memberships, which I think you should, they're great. Just hit the join button and go. Try to do it on your laptop or desktop, only because Apple jacks 30% on, and I don't own Apple stock anymore, so I don't care if you use it anymore. So I would stay if you want to save yourself 30%, just do it on your laptop or desktop.
And click subscribe.
I promise you, Craig, it'll help you a ton.
And click subscribe so that they get the notifications or the notification.
That's true. Yeah. It's funny. I watch you all the time. You subscribe? Oh, I should subscribe. The fuck. But yeah, turn notifications on because you get my little motivation. I try to do a motivational video at least 2-3 times a week in the morning just to make sure people get off their ass. And then I try to.
Don't they need it for the link for when you send out the link? They need it for when you send out the link, right? They need to subscribe for when you send out the link to.
Yes. So sorry. Boom. They have to at least have notifications on. So you should fucking subscribe, but you turn notifications on. This way you get the link, and because the link goes out for the class about 3 hours before the class. Because they change it every week, and I want to make sure that you get it, so I don't do it too early. Okay. Yeah, just go with that. Yes. Kathy Brake, I love it. Familia Gringa. I think that's an Irish name, huh? Familia Gringa. Okay. Subrina, I love this. You know what's going to be sad? When Billy passes, I'll never see him again until he comes to New York. He's out in Idaho. Wait, where's Salt Lake City? Utah. That's where he is. Okay. Why? That's crazy, right? That I don't know. I should know that. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Look what Craig wrote.
I'm going to pass.
I love it. Noah. Okay. Yeah, boom, I love it. Howard, we're gonna nail it. Anders, I haven't seen much about you. I was telling my wife about that whole Denmark Zoo thing where they wanted the puppies and she's like, don't tell me that, don't send me that. Haiti. Oh, see, that's funny. I'm telling you, lucky girl syndrome is the thing. And this is the thing. Oh, yes, man. It was Jim Carrey. So listen to me. This is the thing. I keep saying that. What's the worst that happens if you think that way? You think that way. And you're not grinding into, if you fail, you're going to fail it. You're not going to fail because you're positive. Okay. Let's keep going. Here we go. Sean, because here's the problem. You can buy a put and it's cheaper, right? But here's the problem. The put eventually. So here's the thing. Yeah. So he's asking, why would I sell stock short and buy a call for protection when I could just buy a put? Absolutely. Two things. One, yes, I agree. It's safe. It's the same sort of thing. But here's a problem. I guess it's sort of the same thing. Because if you sell short just alone, right, then you don't have a break-even point. It's just, even if it goes down a penny, you make it penny. But you're right. So some people want to sell short and they want to buy a call. Maybe you want to keep the position open longer. Maybe the call's maybe you can buy a call that's a cheap premium. Maybe the put's really expensive. There's a lot of things, right? So let's say everyone thinks the stock's going down. right? Well, then the put's going to be very expensive and it may cost more than selling the stock short and buying the call. That's really the reason, right? So if everyone thinks the stock sucks like GameStop, it may be very expensive to buy a put, but less expensive to short stock and buy the call. That's probably the only reason. Okay. Yes, Gurpreet, you got to tell me you're going to pass, baby. That's what it is. Okay. You got it. You got to tell me. You got to tell me you're going to pass. Okay.
I don't think it's about nerves. I think it's about just going in prepared.
Yeah. So you prepared. I mean, as long as you've read the book and, as long as you've read the book and watched the videos and you feel comfortable, then you'll be fine. You got to believe that, right? You got to believe that you're going to be fine. You got to believe that. Okay. Here's a good question. Sean, I know what you meant. Okay. Okay. It's not too late. I have so many people in their 40s and 50s starting. I always tell the story about I had the 86-year-old who I got to pass at 66 because she was in so I had a couple group today and I love them. They're great people, but they're like, oh, they're older, like in the 40s, right? And I'm like, I don't want to
older in the 40s.
I had an 86-year-old. She was on Long Island. I mean, it's 5 years ago, so this is probably on the wrong end of that, but she was a badass. Drive around with the top down, the car, not her top off, and she would blast my quick and dirty all over the place. I said, I curse from that. She goes, you think I give a shit?
Here's the thing: there's not going to be any Social Security, so you'll be working for a long time. So it's not too late.
I know, exactly. I know that's the scary part. Unless they fix something, it's not going to happen. So I thought, I think it was funny. Since she was 86 years old, inheriting a book from her advisor who's retiring at 67.
That's great.
And it was like I think it was paying like $400,000 or $500,000 a year in business. She's like, why would I turn that down? So, but the biggest thing is, what's the biggest killer of old people? Retirement.
Gotta keep the mind going.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a fan of going to the yeah, exactly. 6 months of expenses and a wealth of cousins, and they give you business and 10 referrals. I had a guy, Larry. I love the guy. He ended up going to a hedge fund. He worked at Merrill Lynch, and he had a buddy. Merrill Lynch had the that you have 3 years to get $25 million under management kind of thing, but they pay you, right? He said he had not a cousin, but a really good friend of his from college, who as soon as he passed the exam, the 7 and 66, was going to give him a $25 million account. Just sign up. It still didn't cover his bills because it wasn't active enough trading. Because I'm not going to trade it differently, but it didn't pay enough to cover it. So he made his nut for the first 3 years, but I'm not making anything on it. So he left and he went to a better place. Okay. It's not too. I love it. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to miss Billy. I may have to hire him. Okay. There you go. I tutor. There's a guy we booted because in the Facebook group, because all he would say was, and somebody would ask who he goes, I tutor. So I gave him a chance. I said, you got to add knowledge, right? There's like 5 tutors on there, and they're all great. They never really push their tutoring, but they said they help. There's one from Fidelity. They got me. I got Mike. I got Mike LaRosa. I have 2 others, and Mike Weiss, who's great. Michael Weiss is awesome. Okay. He's the one who teaches the 65, 66 really well. And he's about $90. He's about half my cost. They never push their tutoring in there ever. But the one guy, Johnny, would always go, all he would say was, I tutor. I said, you got to add value. And he goes, okay. Then I said, you got to give him information. When you like the answer, he goes, well, I worked in the, I said, I don't care about you. I want you to answer a fucking question. So I booted his ass. He's banned. He's in another group now saying, and I look, he says the same thing. I tutor. It must work for him. I agree. Get the achievable. Again, anyone starting out for the SIE and you can handle it, go get the achievable. I have a link in most of my videos. They're outstanding. Okay. Jerry Farm, Jerry fan. Boom. Okay. Boom. Okay. I know it's tough. So listen, now make sure you're in the FIND. Everyone who took the SIE doesn't have a job. Get in the FIND, FIND, the FIND program. They look for you, then start looking at Schwab, Fidelity, all these firms that I mentioned before. Josh, baby, way to not give up, baby. Because you were hiding out.
I went down, down, down.
I'm so happy for you. God bless you, baby. I love it. That's awesome. Especially on the third shot. Finish the book, start doing chapter quizzes, baby. The toilet paper, does he have the link in there? Guys, the other thing, so the other thing is, if anyone wants, is there a way to message us directly? There isn't, right, Jeff?
No, I looked it up before. No.
Okay. So anyone who wants like the links and help, email Jeff at capitalismtutoring.com and he'll send you everything. Okay. But the link should be in here. Okay. How much more do I have to go? I'm catching up. I gotta catch up. Okay. Because I gotta go. Okay. Boom, Jerry. Again, I'm so happy for you. I'm really happy for you. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay. Listen, Arion, just take chapter quizzes. That's what you gotta do. Take chapter quizzes. That's your best bet. So he just put the link for the tutor. I think the link for the tutoring class is a couple times in the toilet paper. Okay. Where can you get all the topics? If you really want to pay for it, get a vendor, go to Achievable, or if you want, just go to the SIE content outline. Here are two things. Find my SIE playlist. That's the best. That'll cover everything, right? There's not a better video out there, playlist out there. Go to the Series 7, this SIE content outline on FINRA. Just type it in and it'll show up. It's there. There you go. Look at this one. I love that.
I read this before. I find it so funny. You're not selling securities.
I know. Don't worry about it.
Are you telling people not to listen? What is he?
I know. Don't listen, guys. Don't listen.
Don't listen to him.
Don't. Yeah, exactly. I have half of it now. Okay, Billy. Boom! You nailed this thing. So Thursday night, baby, you're gonna nail it. No more tests. Okay. Here. Okay, Billy's okay. I have a video. So Billy, I have a video on it. Okay. Oh. I think I do a first, second, third. I think I just did it recently. I'll try to find it and throw it in the chat, Billy. Okay. The FINRA one is Christopher, the first FINRA, look, some people say yes or no, but it is really, it's super close to it. I'm telling you right now, it's very close to it. Okay. SIE pointers. Okay. Oh, so Jessica said there's none other than that. Okay.
Yeah.
SIE pointers. If you're getting close, Sabrina, if you're getting close to taking it, find my crash course. Here's the biggest thing I can tell you because it's a 5-hour conversation. Find my crash course. That's one. If not, make sure if you don't want to watch my videos or I'm annoying, whatever, go to. Make sure you have investment risks down, like the risk for all that. And what the register rep can and cannot do. That's like ethics and prohibited activities and stuff like that. Okay. If you go to again, I don't think it's in the 65 one, but if you go into the 7 crash course, there's a lot of overlap. You go into the 7 crash course, there's 2 videos on suitability. One which is just risks, and another one is just a suitability. Or if you go into the SIE playlist, right at the back, there's one called investment risk where I go over all the risks. Try that. Okay. Yeah, so the only one in Westbury. That's good. So Jessica, I think I'm not going to get to your questions. And I'll make sure I do them on Sunday. Remember, Sunday. Okay. No more tests, baby. Yes, no more tests tonight. Watch my crash course. Go. Remember, anyone taking the 65, 66, get some sleep. Look at that. That's weird. Okay, now. Read trusts and estates. Trust estates and joint accounts. I was having a glitch because I was reading something. What's this? Look at the name.
Oh. Who's that?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay. Use your videos. Pass. Will Mock, baby. Okay. Thank you for watching, baby. Will, that's awesome. That's amazing. It's a CFA, baby. That's a big one. That's a tough one. Good for you. Good. 30%. Okay. What does that mean? Oh, Myra, I would go back and yes, watch my videos, baby. That's gonna help you a lot. Basic Wisdom is very good. I agree. Basic Wisdom is the guy who wrote the Achievable stuff. He's good. Brandon Red. Good, Billy. We got this. Okay. Exactly. See, Brian's not. It's all shit. Good stuff. You're gonna pass, baby. Look, there we go. I'm telling you right now, it's never too fucking late. Oh yeah, Kathy's great. She's giving good stuff. Okay. Okay. It's just different. It's not. Why is it 666 room smaller? I don't know. Some people do it. Some people don't. I mean, it's not that it's harder. It's just different. It could be harder. It could be easier. Who knows? Okay. Trying to catch up. Okay. Marcus, don't worry about the math too much. You have the bond triangle. You're good. Again, don't overthink this. It's kind of like, I always remember when I went back to school in August, I always said, I'm not going to remember my combination. And then it comes. You're going to be fine. You're going to ride this thing. You know, slobs over bliss. It's good. Yes. Boom. Tara, you're rock solid. Go book this test. Yeah. Now, the thing is, you're right. You might start. So if you have more time, maybe buy the Cap and Q Bank, but anyone who switches vendors, make sure you do the little chapter quizzes first. Okay. Make sure you do the chapter quizzes first. Okay. No, of course I am. I'm just busy. I'm teaching. I mean, I went to the zoo this morning, then I taught from noon till now, and I got 2 people after this. I'm 100% teaching anymore. But remember, guys, remember the 7 in the options class will not be Friday, it'll be Sunday, and I may move it permanently there. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. Go get laid. It's something. Go eat some turkey. Find some. What is it? Find some. What do you call? Eat some turkey. Do something. Go find an escort. I don't care. Do something to get yourself to sleep. Okay. It's never too late, baby. And especially if you're taking the SIE, don't worry about the math. You have to do current yield, maybe a stock split, maybe one accretion thing. Which, if you find my Series 7 math thing, most people get like a convertible question. Okay, I think we got to the end, baby. Okay, not too shabby. I like it. Okay. Oh yeah, I knew I would do it. Okay. This is what I tell everyone. Allie, once you pass 3 in a row, like solidly mid-70s of any vendor, once you pass 3 in a row, book the test for the following week. That's the easiest way to do it. Okay. Well, it's going to be this Sunday, but I might keep it permanent there because I may want to have my Friday nights back. Okay. Yeah, 3 in a row. Okay. That's it. Yeah. Melatonin. Trazodone. That's like real. That's real shit, right? You know, just take some opium while you're at it. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Okay. I'm glad my options. I'm telling you, the option stuff will save everyone. If you're taking the SIE, don't do it. If you're taking the 65, 66, save your money for that. But this stuff, yeah, you're gonna rock it. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna head out. Jeff, I'm not gonna hang on after because I'm gonna jump off. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay. I know everyone seen. When I moved it to Fridays, everyone hated it, but I needed to do it. I may move it back to Sundays because I'm moving my principal exam to Tuesday nights. Okay, guys, if you want to join the classes on Sunday, join the membership. Jeff put the links in there. It's all good stuff. Okay, don't put it in now. I'm going to get out of here. Jeff, well, I have all day tomorrow to chat. Okay, everyone, you all have a good